Hi, Pete here for our daily devotional. Well, in this final section of the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus exhorts us to put his words into practice. And he tells what is now a familiar story of two builders. One who builds his house on a rock so that when the storms of life come, the house stands. Another who builds his house on a sand so that when the storms of life come, his house falls with a great crash. Therefore, Jesus says, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. First, notice that there's a shock here. Both these builders hear Jesus' words. In other words, the contrast here is not between a normal unbeliever who's never heard of Jesus' words, who doesn't listen to them, and a believer who does. The contrast here is really between two people who both go to church. They both hear Jesus' words, they both listen to daily devotionals, but one of them puts it into practice and the other one doesn't. That is quite shocking. Secondly, notice Jesus is not saying if the storms of life come, but when the storms of life come. He's saying that this side of a new creation in this fallen world, the storms of life, tribulation, trials, disease, death, they are sadly inevitable, as we've known all too well through this pandemic. They will come. And when they come, our foundations are exposed. Are we those who put Jesus' words into practice? Then we will be able to stand. Or are we those who just hear his words but don't? Then we will fall with a great crash. This then is the foundation for a secure life that can endure through the storms of difficulty that we will face. Not just hearing Jesus' words and nodding and saying, what great words, but doing them, hearing his words, saying sorry to God for the ways that we don't put them into practice, asking for his forgiveness, confident that we will receive that, and then resolving in the power of the Spirit to put his words into practice. This is the wise builder. Let's pray. Infinitely wise God, who exhorts us to put your words into practice, help us to be those who hear this and respond with obedient hearts, that not only know your word, but put it into practice, so that when the storms of life come, we can stand. We ask it for Jesus' sake. Amen.